Radiant seaweed. Yes. Is there anything with the duplicate skins? Yeah, there's plans for there to be a marketplace where you can trade them. Or enchant to start. We're memeing around it unranked. Just trying to have some different games before the patch on Wednesday. You just have to look at his ghost win percentage. You have to calculate it yourself, though. Yeah. They should just have that as a tab. Challenge day that you can only do that. Well, I would like to introduce you to this VOD, where we have been clicking on it all night. It has been about as bad as expected. We did have one game where we had an obsidian catfish. That one was pretty good. You're a little late on that. We did that a couple hours ago. Stream reward? What do you mean? Oh, no, I wouldn't want anything like that. Not a fan of, like, the really intrusive channel point rewards. Good game all day due to the start. It's not that bad. I didn't say it's not that bad. But we had one start that was pretty good. The start overall feels pretty abysmal, but
just close your eyes and grab something.
That's not a salamander. Or a knee brace. Okay, come on. Give me the cool stuff, Curio. You're the worst.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
That's why you buy the banana. I definitely was not just about to sell it. Probably doesn't win me the fight either way. Guess we might as well play it.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
2 money channel points, too few opportunities to buy 1 peepo. I mean, you can do other video game sound requests, song requests. No, Toxic Matchbox. Did we lose to a Toxic Matchbox on, like, day 2 in the last run? Maybe it was 2 runs ago. Best thing by cat pirates. Should have got me around for cat pirates? Probably, right?
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
There are greater trainers than me. I'm just getting you ready for them.
I'm pretty sure this burn stacks. What is this? A 4-second cooldown that does 12? Yeah, that'll stack. If you've got stacking burn, that beats Rogue Scrapper. Cats that became pirates, or were they pirates that got turned into cats? The first. They're just cat pirates. Cats with a penchant for piracy. And song, apparently.
See that plank? Walk it.
Deer Hunter? No, it's from Potionomics. Yeah, other than Cat Pirates, the game not very memorable, but Cat Pirates was a 10 out of 10.
Is that even a battle? Maybe a
He's
skirmish.
cute.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrants.
They're cool in general. I don't remember any of them other than the cats. And even the cats, I don't really remember the cats. I just remember their song. But I could do this and then just upgrade the cloak. A little more haste on the vents.
We take pride in our restorations. New items? Do we look like Lux and Andy?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Lunana's carry. Yeah, it's here. It might be better to sell it. I don't know. It scales weirdly good with upgrades. It does, yeah. I think it goes to 30 on silver. Wait. 60 on silver? Maybe 60 on silver. Music too quiet. I can turn it up for you guys a bit. Guess we can just find out.
I say
Haha. Now this
Was this worth an event?
inspire
No,
the
but
crew.
yeah, 60. Basically the bronze chocolate event.
Gigamart's owner is the ultimate businessman. Take the deal. Those carts are huge for a reason. Buy more.
This is a song. It is the Cat Pirates.
I've got a lot of work to do, but this'll be fun.
We're fine. We're okay.
Whew. Seeing spots here.
Rigged?
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
Yeah, you're probably too skilled for my humble abilities. And you've learned all you can from me.
A little bit more burn.
She's wonderful.
Probably try to fill the board.
Take your time. I'm pretty laid back. Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise. Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
I guess this counts as filling the board. Take whatever hard fight we get here.
So little ocean in the universe. The merfolk will not be confined.
Yeah, as I was buying it, it didn't fully process that I only had multicast 2 on it. I figured we were a non-weapon Vanessa board, it probably had some good multicast, but... not exactly playing any aquatics.
The deep
Drop
king
weight?
will avenge me.
Not as far as I know. My understanding of how it works is it just throws all of the items in a pool and gives you a random one.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Adira is our strongest. Oh, but oh.
Barrel feels aquatic to you? Yeah, same.
Thanks for trusting me. I hope we can do this again.
Conflagged volcanic vents. This gets me an extra multicast. Bazaar item site.
Underestimate me.
This is the one that I usually use. There's also Bazaar DB that has a little more information, but I don't know. I just used I've used How Bazaar for Aurora. It's the one I'm used to. Still not good at this game, which is a little bit sad. Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy game to learn.
I would never debase my
A lot of stuff that you have to know.
haggling. Ugh. Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
Oh, they said earlier they reduced the drop rate of certain enemy skills as loot for balancing. Yeah, I don't know. That was a while ago, though, right? That was back in, like, November? I think they changed how drops worked when they made it so that the day 1 fights could drop their skills. It definitely used to work that everything had a handcrafted drop rate. I don't know that it still works that way. Because my understanding is the reason why Property Baron has 2 more skills now was to make it harder to target the skill that everyone wanted from him. Like, the 2 new skills that he got didn't really change his board very much, but it impacted the drop rates. Here, we can go here.
Oh, you want to join my act? Snuffed out? Extinguished?
Aquatic every game. I think a lot of people had that experience, judging by how many people play Aquatics, even when it's bad. Could hold this for dive weights.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
Weapon builds are weirdly less intuitive. I think I'd agree with that. I think. I don't know. Like, the good aquatic boards are like a bunch of charge looping stuff that isn't necessarily you buy all of the aquatic items. But like, buy random poison stuff, buy random shield stuff, kind of is an aquatic board. And that's pretty intuitive to get together. Where like, weapons have specific problems that need to be solved, and it's not as telegraphed what those problems necessarily are. Like, yeah, you know you want crit, you know you want flat damage, you know you want to have weapons that are fast, but it's not clear how you should prioritize those problems. Aquatic boards are definitely more linear, yeah. There's like pretty set end boards that you're building towards most games. Yeah, I would definitely agree that weapons are better than aquatics. Smack by cutlass, try cut. Yeah, like if you don't know what like priorities that you need to, like the priorities of which you need to solve the build's problems, then it can be rough. Like cutlass needs flat damage, it needs crit chance, it needs cooldown reduction. Knowing what chops to go to solve the problems in the order that you need them solved. How much is the fish attack? The fish attack.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does. Just toss that on my back.
Sharpening stones are more important. You think it was worse? Sharpening stones were never really that important. There were better ways to get flat damage. Like, back when sharpening stones were good, Vanessa also had the level up rewards that gave you damage based on how many weapons you were holding, or buffed a weapon based on what level you were at. See a big weapon with no... Oh, sure. Because you can't, like, mouse over and see where all the buffs came from. Yeah, I get that perspective, sure. I'd say that was less sharpening stones and more just the level up rewards in general, but yeah. Yeah, I just don't attribute that to sharpening stone, but I get your point now.
A Gorgon always pays her
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Delightful to see you, darling.
Thanks, remember loot items more than you remember level up rewards. Yeah, that's fair. I just have memories of being in weapon builds and sharpening stone's numbers being so low that I still didn't care about sharpening stone. Sharpening stone itself gave so little damage. It still gives so little damage, but I think it was less, right? Didn't it used to give like 3 at bronze?
Then if you don't mind, I'll get back to my Palago punch.
Changes that the knowledge of holding hammer will become more arcane. Yeah, but it's also less relevant, right? Like, you're only going to have a hammer every so often. And by the time you're getting hammers, it's... I guess boomerang. I don't know. It's pretty much just boomerang that gives you early hammers now, right?
The world is pretty scary. You might want some armor.
Kind of magic is showing you the items on the left of the screen. Yeah, it's voice activated.
You're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
Boomerang and level up rewards. The level up rewards start giving you silver loot items early enough to dupe things? I don't think they do.
You fall like a boulder. I flow like the waves.
Now this is health food. Literally.
Better than depth charge there. This is not a very good depth charge. We're
What's up? Come on in.
still trying to find a board. We are not succeeding.
It's okay to just browse.
Unlikely, but possible. Yeah. It's like so unlikely to the point where it's just not a big deal to not know about it, though, is kind of my point.
Be careful out there. I may have misplaced if I hope I taught you well enough to not blow yourself up.
Alright, Shinigami. Where to gold, use that to dupe a silver. Sure. The thing you can do. Really miss your double drills. Yeah, I... Here's my dive weights. Software engineering. I have a computer science degree. I mostly just used it for self-employment stuff. Never really had a job in the industry.
Don't make me cut you.
Before streaming, I did a little bit of game development. I mostly just like bought and sold trading cards, and I had a bunch of scripts to automate making like buy lists and stuff. Feeling the mostly used it for self-employment right now. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it is. I mean, it's hard to say because I only have experience with computer science degrees, of course, but it feels like if you want to build something, it is a very good set of skills to have.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Am I playing Narwhal? It's +1 multicast on my depth charge. money by scripting card trading. Well, it wasn't even scripting the trading. It was just generating the buy lists so that I knew what I wanted to buy various cards at based on their sell price and volume.
I believed in myself and I
Clamora better.
lost.
They're about the same. Is it a bronze? It's a bronze clam, right? That was a silver clam. Maybe. They're both pretty bad. Do my dive weights? Being able to write some automation scripts makes your life way easier. Yeah, for sure. Like even streaming, I edit all my videos through scripts that I've written. This voice recognition thing. You could probably get ChatGPT to like write the voice recognition thing for you. That's not a complicated thing. It's just like gluing a bunch of things together, but
The smaller the portions, the finer the meal.
it is good to be able to make stuff when you need it.
You want to buy that? I mean, excellent choice.
To know enough to understand what LLMs are trying to do. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, true, true.
Another worm to feed my brood.
Knowing the technologies that exist is helpful too. Just like knowing what you can glue together to make an application function. Even if you're not doing all the coding yourself. Portfolio for software development? I don't know if it's changed in the last few years, but it was all like technical interviews.
I say we join up. Take down some cloud tops.
I had one interview with Google, and I just did not want to do interviews again. It was like an 8-hour interview. It was awful. Chant an item with slow effects. 8 hours, it seems like a lot. It was ridiculous. Like leak code? Yeah, basically. Yeah, I got there at 6:30. I was out at like 2:30. I don't plan on playing Cloak that long. Doesn't go on anything right now. Hours leak code, but why? Because it's like 5 different interviews. They give you lunch too, but
Greetings, old friend. I'm pleased to finally meet you.
mentally exhausting. It was. It was. Review for London Drugs was overall 12 hours, 2 3-hour exams, 2 1-hour interviews, 2 in-person interviews, and 1 to a panel of people. Yeah, I'm not even counting like the phone screen. There was a phone screen that was like an hour long too. Also just a leak code question that you did in a Google Doc.
Waste of gunpowder.
Yataria? The Dunes? Where shall we start?
When I burn, heal 10, and gain 1 regen for the fight? Oh my god.
Magnificent find.
We're Sauna gaming.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabarians.
Look, 3 days of interviews with home assignments in between. Can you build a prototype till tomorrow? Oh my god. Yeah. I have not heard good things about technical interviews in general. I'm sure some companies are better than others. I've heard it's gotten better over the last couple years. Like, this interview was 8 years ago at this point, but... So, leveling withdrawal, just read the manhwa. East and charge skills. We're just gonna get barnacle crusted. We've gotten barnacle crusted.
Move along.
Gonna fix the marble bug. Is there a marble bug? What do you do when you finish the manhwa? Read a better manhwa like ORV.
Nothing tiny, nothing huge. All about moderation.
ORV, omniscient reader's viewpoint.
Hey, that's okay. It's been nice talking to you.
Alright, there's also the sequel.
Let's get those dents hammered out. Haha. Now
Gotta go
this
fast.
will inspire the crew.
Fortunately, on your side of game dev, there's usually only one skill test, and time requirements are more lenient. Yeah, but then you're working in game dev. I'm sorry, that was maybe a little harsh. You might have a better interview process, but everything else is...
Pathetic. As spineless as a jellyfish.
Did I do him like that? I didn't do him like that. I did his industry like that. I feel like it's fair. At least a little bit fair.
My skills are not weapons. A blade can prune a garden.
Dive weights! We did it.
Enough.
We finally found it.
But I'm glad you bought this.
Like, I need this. In the aquatics. You would think I would have learned that lesson by now. Working game dev, you have to love games and hate yourself. Yes.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist, go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
It's got rejected. Oh no! We'll get him on the next one.
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
The industry is one of the most impressive money-burning engines you've ever seen. Hundreds of billions of dollars shoveled into the wallets of people who are not working. I can't speak to that.
People first, profit 10th. Maybe if I got better goods. You don't have time not to buy this.
Nope. I'm training, you're someone who puts in enough effort to get a few times. To oversee the people who do not put in the effort to get promoted. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know what the day-to-day would be like at those companies. Like, is it just data cleanup all day? What do you even do? Like, it's the people doing the math, but that can't be all of the companies. It's just data cleanup all day, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I guess that's what I expected.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
You see landfill, I see buried treasure. Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Heal on the sauna. I guess I can take the CDR too.
There 20 years.
Oh, I get value out of taking these out of play, don't I?
You have great potential. Let me train. When you are ready.
On our upgrade suites.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
You do see these tusks, right?
Highly prepared for it, since you have no motivation to do drop hunting. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. That was kind of me after graduating. I was just kind of trying to do my own thing, and I did the one Google interview, and then just kind of kept doing the card thing that I was doing while in college, and then eventually streaming started.
No
Ow.
hard feelings, right?
Weapons get double damage scaling boost. Yes.
Reuse, recycle, relax. While you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
You was mentioning using LLM to write a SQL script. You were horrified. Is it not as good at SQL as it is at just like generating HTML? Our fixer-upper build's so consistent. They just don't need a lot of pieces. A lot of enchants, scale them to the moon too. Find it SQL, but SQL is easy to write. Yeah, but like if it's good at it and it's easy to just describe your query. I don't know, it depends how complicated the query is, I guess. I feel like I'd be more likely to screw up a bunch of joins than just like writing it in English and having ChatGPT spit out the answer if it's good enough at that.
Is that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
One cannot trade diamonds for glass, you know. Olin had a saying,
Try
power
that.
is wisdom. Something like
Sure, we'll see how SQL is important. It's just how you get data out of databases. If you're not doing SQL commands, you're running something that is doing SQL behind the scenes.
If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. Shall I gift wrap it for you?
And usually, even if you're using an ORM, it's nice to know SQL to do manual checks in the database when you need to.
You're a smart one for your size.
Do I have the gold for this? Kind of. Let's sell the lighter. Rigged is great if we get it. 2% more? No, I'm not spending 20 for 1 second to freeze. Come on, come on.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
We're an industry which relies on outdated tech because breaking things be very bad. You have no idea what is and isn't relevant. Sure. Sure. Feed the pufferfish. It's only healed for 750. I mean, remove some poison. You hate DevOpsing. You had to do the DevOps. You used Copilot. You hate DevOpsing and LLMs. Yeah, I don't know. I've grown to like LLMs for a couple of things. I have not had to write any HTML myself in the last 2 years, and that's been great. Like, it just handles all the CSS, HTML, and usually the JavaScript, too. Just in plain English.
my lessons are painful. Are you prepared?
When I need some simple algorithm written, it'll usually do it fine. Very good at boilerplate stuff. But I usually just use it like a function at a time, rather than try to have it do too much at once. I've not had success making it do a bunch of things at once.
Care living for gold? Your enlightenment is my reward.
I done computer science. I went to university for it. I was also self-taught a little bit before university.
To be a dervish is to be free. Join us.
It's a mix. University is good at like teaching algorithms and best practices, and then you really just gotta like self-teach like technologies and stuff, knowing what you can, like what tools to add to your toolbox. The weights. A lot of haste.
Now this will inspire the crew.
Either write a small tool to do some tasks, like create SQL statements out of an XML file. You let an LLM write the TypeScript code. Yeah, yeah. Like simple stuff like that, it's so good at. Or Vibe. Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. That's what I mean. Like I've never had success with like the Vibe coding model. Use the prompt to perfection. It never understands exactly what you want. Rough sketches are fine to get you going. But if you can't iron out the kinks, you also never know. Yeah, yeah, sure. God, I keep forgetting that this fight is actually hard when you have a bunch of freezes on your board. God damn it. Wait, we're winning? Okay, we're still winning. We're still winning.
Resisting.
Not a scary fight.
Size dilutes the brain. Mind is highly concentrated.
Embrace the future. It's not even like embracing it. It's just that it's easier to have it give you a starting point and then you do all the gluing.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
It's a lot better at generating snippets than it is at integrating all of those snippets together. At least in my experience. We are defeating the nanobots. Cool.
Guess I'm not the only one with the sense to walk away. Last time the weights crossed, you were just
Flashy reload is sick.
You've come a long way, Lady Corzina.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
She probably just wants to become two small aquatics, right?
If it's not right for you, bring it back. I want you to be happy.
Oh, a customer.
Preserver. Like no one should blame you for saving time on simple code that has been done before, like building upon base foundation. Yeah, I mean, I think that's generally true. As long as there's not like some security reason why they don't want you using external tools. But that's a separate issue.
See that plank? Walk it.
I guess also as long as you have an understanding of the code that you're submitting into the repository too, but that's... Cool. Fire strong. It's a problem to not know what. Yeah. You definitely should know what your writing does, or at least what your committing does.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
But like, if you're able to present it in a code review, then I don't see what the problem is. I don't beat that item. Do not beat that item.
This now. Follow it to your future.
Have you ever considered becoming triangular?
I'm on the edge of the plank.
Experience too many people accept what the LLM gives them. They can't explain what happens in the code. Yeah, that's a problem, sure.
I'm a people person, and sometimes I sell stuff.
It's like largely alleviated by just using it to like build snippets, and you still have to glue the snippets together. It's just a different way than how I'm used to using them. A crit chance on it?
Do you have to leave already?
Pretty low. Probably better. I don't know. I do lose a multicast.
Over already? We barely got our flags up.
What's your favorite color? Mine is sadness.
Like it.
We've barely scratched the surface of the Outlands.
Brace. Tiny flagship. I don't know that my board is ever changing. I'm not cutting the sapphire. Looking for a loot item, I guess. A little better than this.
Looks like the Cretaceous era?
I would tell you who sent me. At the edge of the foundation, they wait. They build.
Burn skill or freeze skill? Got pretty good damage here. I guess I just need to stay alive.
Ugh, don't cry to me when your enemies run rings around you.
I already have these. Not already have that one. I guess the slow freeze is start of combat. This one's more duration.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Haste. Oh, we have rigged. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Never mind. Totally fine. Second clam? Why not? Boost some life. Fight the void. And burning jelly of bronze. Ooh. Icy.
Waste of gunpowder.
Sauna's not going back in. Consider not cleaning the PC the main culprit behind it going pop on you. I don't know. I did just clean it somewhat recently. Not well, but I had somewhat cleaned it.
You've just taken the first step toward good taste. If you want something big and ugly, go see Pole.
Wounds a little bit more burn. Okay, not a pig. Not a pig. Years is still going strong.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the computer did a lot of work. The GPU was being used most of the time, whether to render videos or to stream. This critless keg? Basically, yeah. Okay. Hey. Ow. I died. Guess she just got mixed messaged. Was this 4.4 second cooldown? Oh. It just disactivates and charges this fool. Yeah. I thought this was enough freeze up time, but I guess not. They've only got 2 freezables. Oh wait, this is Radiant. Oh, duh. It didn't look Radiant. I thought this was just the normal animation for it. Okay, yeah, we lose the Radiant. That's fair. Fair enough.
I am the last daughter of House Corzina. My father lives through me.
The shiny silencer is double CDR. I mean, kind of a cool board at least. Does lose to Radiant though.